morning everyone, I hope you are happy and healthy. So, as many of you know, I've been on this minimalism journey for a few years now, decluttering my life, some may say, and I've had many questions asking what I do with the clothes I don't want anymore, basically, and I've touched kind of in a video about the fact I either sell them, give them to friends, occasionally bin them if they're just not worthy of anything other than the bin. In today's video, I'm going to mention the 3 platforms I sell on, which is Depop, Facebook Marketplace and eBay, and I use all 3 different ones in very different ways, and this is kind of just what I've learned over the last 5 years, my top tips for selling things. And yeah, I've got some trousers and bottoms to sell today, as you can see, and I did have about triple that the other day, but I broke it down into tops and bottoms because it was just such a big daunting task unless I did that. So the other day I listed jackets, tops, hoodies, jumpers, you know, all the tops, and then today is the bottom day. The bottom day, what a day, what a name for a day. So we've got shorts, we've got trousers, and we've got the rompers and dresses, which bottoms kind of. And so I'm going to tell you about how I take photos of them, how I list them, what sites I list them on, and then eventually I'll tell you about how I posted and packaged them. So yeah, without further hesitation, let's get on with the video. Touch the fire. Now we've taken all the photos, we need to decide whether to list it on Facebook Marketplace, eBay or Depop. And I'm going to kind of run through why I choose to list in each place and my top tips for each website. So let's start with Facebook Marketplace. I tend to only list homeware or things I want people to come to my house to pick up. I don't really like posting from Facebook Marketplace. If someone does choose to pay by any means other than cash, I go through PayPal and make them do friends and family. Oh, Becca. I'm editing it now and realising that I said pay through PayPal, friends and family constantly, and that is not correct. Do not do that. Do not pay through PayPal, friends and family. Pay through PayPal goods and services, and then you've got some kind of guarantee if anything goes wrong. So if they're unhappy with the item, they can do a claim. It's just how I expect to be treated if I want to buy something from someone I don't know, if that makes sense. But usually when people come to the house and want to collect something, it's just so much easier to just do cash because, you know, it's an easy transaction. So Facebook Marketplace is really easy. They don't charge any fees for selling on the site, and that's one of the positives for Facebook Marketplace. One of the downsides, I guess, is the lack of security, because through eBay and Depop you have a system where you can claim if something goes wrong at either end, whereas Facebook Marketplace is a lot riskier. So just make sure you don't pay for anything without seeing it first. It's kind of one of those things where scams can happen, and I've been scammed on Facebook Marketplace. So don't let it happen to you. Just be super cautious, even be over cautious, and always demand to see it first. And if you do get it posted, go through PayPal goods and services. It charges the seller a small fee, but it means that if the buyer doesn't receive the item or anything happens at that end, they can claim through PayPal and hopefully get a refund or a claim started. So that's Facebook Marketplace. The next site is eBay, and I've been selling on eBay for like 5 years now. Very proud of my ratings on eBay. So my top tips for eBay. So it's a bidding system. As many of you know, you can do a buy it now price, but you get charged slightly more as a seller to do a buy it now price. So usually it's good to start an auction for your items. I try not to sell anything under the price of postage for that item. I know lots of people sell clothes for like 99p starting bid. I tend to avoid that because by the time I've paid £3.10 for postage and packaging, and I'll get onto postage, but by the time I've paid for the postage and packaging, driven to the post office, it's kind of not worth it for 99p. So try and stick to clothes that you know will kind of sell for like £3 minimum. My biggest thing I've realised on eBay is clothes sell for less than Depop. So any branded items, people will send you offers and try and barter down a bit more on eBay. So it's great to buy on if you want to buy something on there, because you can find bargains. Depop is the place to go if you've got any branded items, but I'll get onto that when I get onto the reasons why to use Depop. Both eBay and Depop charge the seller the same amount to sell. So it's 10% of the final bid price is what you pay. So if something sells for £3, you pay 30p to eBay or Depop. And that doesn't sound much when you sell small, inexpensive items. When you sell, I've sold a camera on there for £1,000 and I've had to pay over £100 just to eBay, and then PayPal takes a fee too. So you can end up losing quite a lot of money, but it is a more secure system if you want to sell larger items or things of higher value. So as for keeping your buyers happy, I tend to pretty much post the day after or the day of sale, just because the post office is just down the road and it's pretty simple for me just to package it up and post it, and it's nice to keep on top of it, because you'll find that if you leave it a week you have like 10 parcels to package up, and it can be really intimidating matching all the addresses to each package. So my biggest tip is to kind of keep on top of it. Obviously don't waste time just going every single day if you know you're going to sell every day, but try and package them as you go along, if that makes sense. And communication is so key. If for whatever reason you know you're going to be delayed a few days in posting, just drop your buyer a message on eBay. It's so easy. Just say, hi, I'm so sorry, been delayed, I hope you understand, it will be with you soon. So that's my biggest tip for that. And also, I wouldn't recommend going out and buying all the special postage bags and envelopes and everything. It's so much money, and what I do, I'll show you. I have this big old bag of, so when I get like an Amazon parcel or say this, an Urban Outfitters parcel, I just keep all the packaging and I would literally reuse it, and it's better for the environment than all the plastic going in the bin. And it's free and easy, so I just keep this big bag full of postage things and make it look nice, and make sure that it's packaged well enough that if it did arrive to them in any damaged state, you've got a photo proving that it was in perfect condition when it did leave your house, because that does sometimes happen. When they receive it, it's all torn, and that's literally a claim through the post office. The post office, so actually I'll get onto the postage now. So I pretty much always go with Royal Mail. And that is because Hermes is great for medium parcels. It gets really expensive when you sell anything over 45 centimetres by I think it's 30 centimetres. It gets really expensive. With the post office, I think it's about £8 to sell a medium parcel, so any coats is just really extortionate. Small parcels, £3.10 in the post office, or you can print out a label beforehand and it's £2.90 or £3, so you save a bit of money there and you just drop it at the post office. It's so easy. So that's what I tend to do for small parcels. I can sometimes get away with posting in a large letter, but it can only be 2.5 centimetres thick, but it brings the price down to like £1.50, so it's pretty much half price, so that works really well. But yeah, any medium parcels I tend to go with Hermes, but I do just prefer the Royal Mail, all in all. So that's my postage. So now we'll get on to Depop and why I choose to sell things on Depop and how I go about that. Depop, I figured out people can charge more for items on, but there's some rarer vintage branded things that you can't find anywhere else, kind of. It's a bit of a tricky one. I think sometimes people overcharge for things on Depop. I've seen Topshop tops on Depop for like a tenner when you can go to Topshop in your local town and get one for a £5. So make sure you don't get ripped off buying on Depop. It charges the same amount as eBay, as 10%, and you still have the protection of eBay. The pictures and the listing style is very different though. It's way easier to list on Depop than it is eBay. eBay requires a lot of item specifics and it takes a lot longer and it's a bit buggy and it's not as nice to list on. Depop is so easy. You literally just take a photo, list the things you want to list and post it. It's so easy, and it comes up in a tile grid like form, and it's a bit more like Instagram, so you can see everyone's photos and you can hashtag things. Hashtags are very important on Depop. So that's Depop. You can charge slightly more, but I'd list more branded things or things that were more expensive when new, if that makes sense. So right now, as I already have the pictures of the shorts and skirt, I'm going to run through with you what site I'm going to pick for each and how I list them. Right, so the first item I took photos of and I'm going to sell is this black skirt from Topshop, and as you saw, I took photos. I took lots of photos, but I could always delete some, and I took photos of the label so I know the sizing and the brand when I come to list it. So for this, I'm going to list this on Depop and eBay, I think, not Facebook Marketplace. I don't really like people coming to the house to collect clothes, So I'm going to open my Depop first, and as you can see, these are the items that I've listed the other day, all my tops. So I've got quite a few on there, and these are old items, and then these are all things I've sold. So quite a few. So like I said, feedback is really important. Try and keep your buyers as happy as possible. So click the camera icon, and you literally just can select up to 4 photos and maybe a video. I don't usually tend to do videos. Scroll down to the one I want to do. So let's pick a good photo like this. I'm happy with this. And then a photo of the detailing. So that shows the gold and the silver buttons, and then one of the back I want to take a photo of. There we go, there's the back, and then the size, and they're pretty much the only 4 you really need. So click OK. The description: describe your item with information about the brand, condition, size, colour and style. So the top line of your description will always be the title. So I put Topshop black denim skirt, size 6, detail of silver and gold buttons, and then I'm going to put from a smoke-free home because we don't smoke here, and it's nice for people to know that it's going to be clean smelling when they get it. And then underneath, you obviously can add more than that, but I'll just show you that example. Then underneath you have 5 hashtags to use. So I'm just going to hashtag denim, I'm going to hashtag skirt, I'll hashtag Topshop, I'll hashtag summer, and I will hashtag mini. Perfect. Category women's wear. You have all these, so it's the bottoms, and then a subcategory is skirts. Yeah. So women's wear, bottoms, skirts, brand Topshop. It picked that up from the title. Size 6, quantity 1. Item price, so I'm going to go for just a £5 for this. Domestic, I collect my own shipping, which is £3, 10p cheaper than it actually is because, you know, it's just a nice round figure. And then just click post listing, and there it is. Super easy. And then when people message you, your messages will come into here. Now I'll show you on eBay. So eBay, selling, list an item. So you describe the item first, which is a bit harder when you have to remember which item you're listing each time, but I'll just type in the same title, Topshop, and it will come up with what other people have listed, and if they're the same I can click that and it will do the item specifics. But for now I'm just going to do create a new listing. It's used, you add the photos, and it removes the background, but it doesn't always work that well, so I'm going to not touch it up. And then this is where it takes a bit of time on eBay because it says additional specifics are required. Condition used, brand Topshop, material, denim, skirt length, short skirt, style. See, this is where it gets a bit complicated. I think it's just, I guess, a mini skirt. It's not really that mini, but I'm sure that'll be fine. Done. Your description, it'll do a description for you, but a pretty bad one. But this is where my hack comes in, that I go onto my Depop, I edit, and I just select this and make sure not to click the hashtags, but delete this. There you go. And then pricing, it will start at 99p. I'm just going to do the same as Depop and do a £5. So it's selected Royal Mail first class for me, which I don't want to do. I want to do Royal Mail second class. And it's really helpful when eBay selects the Royal Mail second class for you, because when someone buys it, you can print a label through eBay and all their address and everything will be on it already. So that's really easy to do. There we go. Make sure all these are right. And then list with displayed fees. Perfect. Turn on easy pricing on, maybe next time. View listing, and you can see. There we go. That's what people can see when they view it. So that's eBay. So then the last one, I'm not selling any homeware, but I will just list the same skirt on Marketplace, just to show you how it works. And then you click sell. So yeah, down here, create new items. You literally just click add photos. I'm just gonna add the same. You say Topshop, price 5, category, clothing, shoes and accessories, women's clothing, skirts. Save. So then you do the condition, used good, size 6, skirt style, denim skirt, you do your address, obviously I'm going to blur that out, description, the same as the others, which I've just pasted, product tags, these are hashtags again, I'm just going to hashtag denim just to show you, and then that's it. You can offer delivery, hide from friends, and then you just click next, choose where you want to list it, so Marketplace and then any groups, but usually listing groups that it doesn't belong in really upsets people, so try not to do that, and then you just click publish. I'm not going to publish it because I'm obviously not going to sell it on there, but yeah, that's how easy Facebook Marketplace is. So yeah, that's literally how easy it is. It just takes a long time to kind of list things and get things up. Then once it's up, you can answer questions and it's really simple from there. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them below in the comment box. Hopefully this video kind of helps you out. If you did like the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, click subscribe for more, and turn on that little notification bell next to the subscribe button for more like this in the future. Hope you all enjoy. Bye!